Mike also found some of those. They were chasing him around. We talked to Thomas, which is TXH from Discord. They've already tamed some, and they're working on getting a breeding pair going on those. And then we were talking about building the motorboats, but then I was like super depressed when I found out that they require black pearls to build. We got we used up most of those building our structures, but motorboats are available now. I really want to check that out. The interactive toilet. I put one of those on our Quetzal, but the poop doesn't actually go inside of it when you poop in it. Like you just poop and then it goes flying off, and I'm not sure. Like, do I need to plumb this thing?
Or you're flying, man.
Yeah, but does your toilet need to be plumbed, hooked up to water? How does it work?
I don't know.
I thought it was supposed to be plumbed. A long time ago, they said you're supposed to plumb it to the compost bin.
Oh,
Have any of you set one up?
I haven't set one up yet, no, though.
Okay. Well, we'll play around with it later. But anyways, then you got the Viking hair and facial hairstyles, memory reductions, texture, memory, and mesh optimization. Tech projectiles now will not do any damage if they collide with a structure after 5,000 units distance to balance against auto turrets. Achievement set now includes various cosmetic hairstyles and emotes unlocked as you get the achievement. So we didn't realize that what this meant was that as you get the explorer notes, you unlock skins. So now when we die, like, we end up with like 50 items in our inventory, like all the birthday suits and everything every time. Thomas also came over, and because he's got all the island explorer notes unlocked and we're on the center, so we don't have any explorer notes. And Thomas like came over earlier today, killed himself about 50 times and filled 2 vaults full of skins for us. And we're really excited to play around with that. We've been running around in top hats and birthday suits. It's been fantastic. Top hats on Gigantopithecus, hilarious.
Yeah.
Then the new client options disable giving cosmetics on respawn and disable menu music tracks. Re-added the ATV vehicle as a work in progress Easter egg for single player and customer servers. Blueprint game, yeah. I heard the guys on Dodo Decks were talking about it. They were playing around with it a little bit. I don't know that anybody's got too in depth with the ATV yet. Fixed various gameplay exploits and edge crash cases. Direwolf now has pack logic with pack buff. Fixed bug where alpha wild creatures were sometimes improperly buffing enemy tamed creatures. Updated various new UIs to the new style. 66 new explorer notes between the island and Scorched Earth. Ballista Harpoon Bolt now has significant piercing properties akin to the composite arrow. Redid the island's ambient sound and various gameplay sound effects. Explorer notes, subtitle, option button. Yeah, that's... Anyways, various music island map fixes. Massive update to Primitive Plus. All tamed dinos with projectiles now support turret AI mode. Official PvE changed to use offline raid protection. Made alpha leads more common on the island. And made them give 5 blubber items rather than just 1. Also made alpha megalodons slightly more common. Fixed particle systems not appearing at large world coordinates. And yeah, that was it for the patch notes.
So have you got your hands on any of the new dinos yet? Because Teddy had said that like you recently had just gotten it. Have you seen any of the new content?
No,
yet?
I haven't. Stuff has been going so crazy over here. We haven't even gone out and tamed. One of our alliance members tamed the Daedons, and we were talking about breeding them.
Yeah.
But I guess they're horrible trying to raise as a kid because they just cram through the meat. But
I heard that. Yeah, they're pigs for real. Yeah.
We are like a little bit behind on getting up. We're gonna have to now though because the with the changes to the Dragon Boss arena and the Megapithecus arena, we're really gonna have to have a date on and probably get a Urandus here shortly as well. So as soon as I can get tribe stuff situated a little bit better, or get the Texans online to go shoot shit because that's what they do, I'll be getting a couple of the new dinos set up.
All right. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it seems like we really have been hit hard with this content. And if you have new content dropping while you have like actual in-game politics or tribe situations and restructuring and all that stuff, like you can get behind pretty easily. Honestly, you can. So I can see that it feels like every week we've been getting new stuff, but we took 2 weeks off, so we're catching up. You're catching up. So we have Mr. PS4. You said Mr. Yogi for PS4 updates.
Yep. So same updates as Xbox. But ours isn't out yet. They've had some problems. Surprise. So we get ours released on Monday, June 12th, and it's going to be version 509. So this last update, we've been having all kinds of fun. I forgot what they're called, the little pigs, and we have tons of those, and we've had a blast. And is it just me, or do they just poop a lot and they stack up like a tower? Do all you guys do that?
Well, Fiomias do, so I would imagine that they would.
Yeah, they literally stack up to a tower. It's crazy. We love bringing them to the boss fights. Having fun with a whole bunch of bees. Definitely enjoy all the new music and stuff in the different biomes and things like that. I like that. It's kind of switched it up. So we're definitely excited for this new update. We're just holding on. Hopefully it comes out Monday.
We want to welcome Suicidal Ghost 420 to the chat. So welcome to our Rated Arc chat. And there's a little discussion going on about toilets in our Twitch chat. We have Sean D. Knight said, disappointed with the toilet though. Have to press E to flush it every time my character takes a dump in order to get one fertilizer from it. Was hoping for an auto flush feature so that I could have left my character AFK on it. Yes. And then Gunfighter 369 said that's a feature coming with the release of smartphones. So
yeah. Earlier on, Sean mentioned that the toilets need to be hooked up to an irrigation pipe.
yeah.
So you guys know that. I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Yeah, buddy.
The more you know. All right. So 86A is AFK for 2 seconds. But that means that we are moving the show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Cruising the Forums episode. We left you 2 weeks ago with a Cruising the Forums episode, and all of us kind of really liked it. So we figured, why not carry on with our Cruising the Forums episode? So this is what you're going to get. Yeah. that always gets me a little fired up, not gonna lie. But so what we did was
That and your margaritas.
right, that and maybe my margaritas. I'm on my second one, so headed to the forums. All of our hosts headed to the forums. Either it be survivalarc.com, Reddit, or Steam, anywhere or anything that we found that was Arc inspired. And that something that struck us, we're like, yeah, we'd like to talk about that. So that's what we got going on for this episode 54. So we're going to have Mr. Prometheus getting us started with his choice of forum posts.
Yeah, so I found this one on Reddit. If someone can link that into the
I
Twitch
will.
stream. And it was submitted by Roseveld. And the title was, a wildcard, can we make rafts demolished allowed when tribes are inactive? Official PvP servers are being cluttered with rafts of tribes who have already long left the servers. It goes to the point that some spots on the map are no longer enjoyable for active players. You simply can no longer navigate through certain sections of the map without getting constantly stuck. The center maps are obviously worse versus the islands, since the rafts play a much bigger role there. But holy shit, please check No Tame Center servers and be prepared to be baffled. I wish I could show you some screenshots. I have to come back with later work. Some tribes have used rafts to make walking bridges from one island to another, blocking the complete waterway to sail through. Not to mention that with the X3 and X4 weekends, people have been jamming rafts nonstop for XP grind and level faster. Active players do not bother farming explosives to blow up naked rafts, as there's no gain. The Dixies have been clocking overtime, but cannot handle the amount of rafts. Certainly not in shallow shores, where it could not be reached by graveyard rafts. I know rafts do not get a lot of love, as they lost in the Spaghetti Code of classified as tame with platform, and recently lost their vault capacity. Please, wildcard, make rafts demolish allowed when tribes are no longer active. Give them a longest metal timer, or even longer. But please give us the possibility to stop the population of our stop raft population is the hashtag here. But upvote if you agree. And so a little later on, the original poster, Roosevelt, posted a screenshot of the raft situation on his server, or her server, and Genton of Reddit, the lead community manager and associate producer, 9 hours later, sounds like a reasonable idea. We'll put it forward to the guys. So that kind of shows you they're watching Reddit and they're looking for good ideas. I think that's an obvious one. I myself have seen tons of rafts get kind of just put around and just can be completely obnoxious. I remember we've gotten stuck on rafts at one time and we lost our tribe. It was all in good fun, but yeah. So, what do you guys think?
Just to chime in real quick, Power Thero. If you get a Power Thero, that thing demolishes rafts like nobody's business. We go around with that thing whenever somebody puts one in our lake, and it takes like 10 hits.
Nice.
Yeah, but who wants to do raft cleanup?
Yeah,
Like, it is
exactly.
true. You wouldn't, like, if you had
Playing
like, if you-
official
in this
half
game,
of the
it's like,
game is cleanup, like going
Agreed. I was
around
just gonna say that.
wiping bases
Totally.
to clean up your
you
server.
wipe your
like-
ass too.
It is.
Yeah.
Seriously, it is. I can only say that because that's what has been like during our experience right now on the primitive official PvP PC servers. That was something that the alpha said, like, straight off. He or she was hammering the server saying, hey, as such and such Tribon, you have way too many broken buildings and rafts spread around. If you don't clean it up, we offer free demo services. Like, because when you're at the top of the food chain, what more do you have to do than go around and just wipe out stuff that's an eyesore? If not, like, flex your muscle. It's either like clean up shit or be a douche. Like, it's kind of like that.
They need better, like, just timers. Like, they need, like, just, it needs to be better. Like, stuff just hangs around too long in the game.
I agree.
But on the other hand, if you shorten it, then it's gonna feel like you constantly have to be there to, like, upcheck it. So it's a catch-22, really. It really is.
Sean has a good point in our Twitch chat. He said the leads took care of the rafts for the most part. Because of them, people leave their rafts closer to shore, making it easier for us to demolish them ourselves when we go through the server, destroying abandoned bases and raid huts. That's a good point,
Yeah, but
Sean.
In PvE, this is not even possible. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's not even possible, but I have a post later that will be talking about that. It's a little like, come on, guys. I agree with you,
Yeah,
Promo.
so I think it's all for the better. Somebody later in the conversation, mentioned it was like, oh, this is gonna be part of the server optimizations, where the rafts finally get demolishable. So
I hope.
Well, I think each tribe should only be able to have a finite amount of raft anyway.
200.
They should just put a
You
cap
can only have
on-
200.
Well, yeah, technically.
No, they should make it like 20 rafts. Like a tribe can only have 20 rafts. That's it.
Well, and I remember
And
a
if you
post,
want another raft, you have to take away a raft to get a new raft. You know, really.
Like a couple shows ago, Jen had actually mentioned
Yeah,
that
they're on
rafts
your
were
tame
dinos.
count.
Like that counts against your tames. Like that counts against your tribe tames.
Yeah, that was a change. Before it didn't, though, right?
No, I think she said that's how it was coded.
Oh.
Like that's how it actually was coded.
But there's always so many rafts out, you know. And a lot of the
Yeah.
low-level tribes, they don't have a lot of dinos, so they just have tons of rafts.
Okay. So, does anybody have any more thoughts on promos farm choice?
No, let's segue to you.
Okay. Am I not? Yeah, I am next. Mine was a post about PvE offline raid protection being used for trolling by Zed38 on SurviveTheArk.com. Tribes are parking dinos at cave entrances and logging off, effectively preventing anyone from entering the caves. So I will share that in Twitch for everybody right
I'd be so
now.
pissed.
And honestly, this is something that I have learned, like when... Okay, so, like, we had an official 36 tribe on PC, and Promo can attest, he logged in, and instantaneously, after they, like, Wildcard did, like, their 2 last major updates last week, he had logged in to, you know, check out the new stuff and the new optimizations, and... What did you see, Promo, when you logged in?
Well, first, when my game loaded up, it wouldn't allow me to exit any doors. So I was kind of stuck in my little room there, and I couldn't do anything. I noticed, like, when I first woke up or whatever, it you know, the building I was in didn't completely render in, so I was able to see our Empire State Barn and, you know, like all the other structures that was there. So I logged out real quick and logged back in, and this time the screen was all blue. But once I started moving, everything loaded up fine. So I walked outside and noticed the Empire State Barn was missing, other than just the pillars. And then I looked to the left, and the entire base was gone. And there were bags everywhere, and you know, bags being anything that had a storage, and they were kind of still floating in the sky, like way up there, right where everything was left. And basically, we lost the whole base.
It was like, yeah, it was like an insta kill on every dinosaur. It's not. It was like every structure and every dinosaur that we owned within moments was just murdered and erased.
And not even, obviously the tribe log didn't show it.
Nothing.
Yeah,
it was
at
just
all.
poof. All of your shit is now gone. So yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I mean, imagine if that happened on a like a, you know, for a group. Well, it happened to us, I guess.
It happened to us. Like
really,
that was it was an official PvE Arc 36 tribe. The only thing that was a lubrication to not making us lose our damn minds was a lot of our we did put a lot of time in some tames, like Full Metal will tell you, but legitimately, like, we had claimed some of our dinosaurs, but all of that like, we built that by ourselves, like, we built that as a team. And then to just log in and have it there and then have it totally disappear, and knowing that we were refreshing our timers up to that point, it's like we did everything we could do to keep our base there, and then it still gets wiped. You know, it was really crappy. But the only reason we can look past it is because we run our own servers too, and we only play on official because we also do a podcast for our listeners. You know, we've been doing it for over a year, and you know, we do it more or less for experience, because why podcast about something that you can't experience yourself? That's why it's very important for us to actually play on official to hear voices from different consoles for the Xbox and the PS4. That's why it's really cool that A86 and Teddy and Yogi come in. They join our gaming group. They take the time out of their schedules to do the show. All of our PC players that do it. So we cover all of the platforms for this game, and that's really important. That's why we play unofficial to begin with. We have our unofficial, but that's still shitty, you know, like that happened. I'm sure we're not the only one that happened to. I'm sure that's not, you know. So that's kind of disheartening, but I really hope that going forward, the closer they get to full release, like that shit don't happen. But come on. Nobody wants to log in and see everything they've done just vanish for some weird ass reason.
I was like, of course it had to be when I logged in, right?
I know. No.
So I'm the one holding the bag, like, guys, something happened.
It's so good you took screenshots. It's so good.
Like,
it's so good. Yeah, we're like, yeah, whatever. I guess that just means it's time for us to move on. So, yeah. But yeah. That's the thing. But with like I did notice that when we were logging in, like every PvE. So now what that did was make us go, maybe we need to pick a new PvE official server to make our little stamp on and rebuild our little tribe or a little base or whatever. And now we've noticed like everything does have offline raid protection on PvE. And honestly, because this was my forum post I chose, I think that's ass backwards. That's like wiping before you poop. Like a PvE server, player versus environment. If you put ORP on a PvE, that's so stupid. I understand that they're like, oh, well, it's because the dinosaurs are being kited in there. Well, I don't think that making a PvE server ORP is the way to go. Honestly, I don't. I think that's a Band-Aid. I think it's an easy, let's just broad brush a situation and make it so. No, I think that's stupid. It's taking the environment out of the PvE. So why even make a PvE? Like, come on.
Why even share a server at that point?
Why? It's just, come on. Why not make it so that if you aggro a freaking Giga or a Titanosaur, like, why not make it for, like, the initial aggro to stay on there? Why? I don't know. I'm not a coder. I'm not going to pretend to be one. I'm not an expert. But to me, this fix is not a fix. It's defeating the existence of PvE. Player versus environment. When I log off at the end of the day on a PvE server, I want to feel that what I am building to protect my base when I log out, it can be attacked by the environment. And when you take that away from me, why am I playing? Because people who play in PvE as it is, PvPers will go, why are you even playing the game if you're on PvE? So when you take the environment out of us PvEers, we really don't have, because before we could be like, oh, well, because we're playing against the environment. Well, when you take the environment away from us, what are we playing against? Nothing.
Exactly.
Come on. You're care bearing the shit out of this. Care bearing the shit out of. Come on. We already as PvEers get a bad name for being Care Bears, and now you double dose us on Care Bear? No. Sorry, not buying what you're selling. Bad choice. Turn around. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go back and make it so if you are having a kiting issue, make the original point of aggro on that person. Why make everybody fucking Care Bear times 10? No, it's not fair. No, not good. So that's my thing. Yeah. I don't get it. It was just, it's like 2 steps back to me. I don't like it. And also because people are using it now to block shit. You cannot what? You cannot move. Like, they're blocking caves. They're blocking stuff in game. Like, come on. I just don't like it. And, like, Gunfighter 369 in our chat, and I know I've said it before, you need to balance this game, PvP and PvE separately. Do not go down the road of many MMORPGs that try to hit us all with the same updates. It's not the same game. They're apples and oranges. Stop treating us the same. It's not the same. When people play PvP, they want to have a full PvP immersion. And the same goes for PvEers. Don't try to hit us up and kill two birds with one stone because it's bullshit. It's not working. It's dumbing down the game, and we don't want that. We don't want that. And I just, I just don't like it. And now that people are going to use it to troll, people are blocking freaking dinosaurs in doorways. I mean, from a community manager standpoint, or somebody who's running the game, let's cut down on the amount of tickets people have to put in. Why create more work for yourselves? Why create that? Come on. So I really hope whenever you do release the game that you revisit the situation, because this is not right. This is not a good solution. It's not. It's an easy fix for 5 seconds, but it's not going to run you the race. It's stupid. Sean D. Knight from our Twitch chat says PvP is getting the full experience. They just aren't adjusting some of their changes to suit PvE servers. And we can attest to that, because right now it feels like with PvP, when they introduce the tech, it just seems like there's a gap there. It's not really that balanced. It's either you're a clothy or you're a tech person. There's really not. That's what made us, when we landed on that primitive official PvP server, we're like, yeah, we might be able to do this. Because, people in the middle class players, the people in the middle kind of feel like they have a place. But when you threw in tech with PvP, it's kind of like you went from 1 to 10. Where's the middle? There was no middle. It kind of is either my options are see if I can hide out in my little hut and last before some dude bust through my walls, or join a mega tribe. It's one or the other. After you're playing official, it's one or the other, or you alliance with people, or I don't know. It's too much of a gap. But yeah, there's my rant. What are your guys' thoughts on that? The PvE offline raid whoever thought offline raid protection would be put on PvE? I'm come on. Ugh.
I didn't even think that the kiting thing was all that bad. I didn't think that was necessary.
Right. It's put your dinos in a freaking fence.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Ugh, so frustrated. I don't know.
Protect the stuff.
It's just if you're at that point, you just need to play single player. If you're at that point where
That's all servers that did that?
It's for PvE. Every PvE server I've been on right now, when we were hunting on official for new ones, it's all offline raid protection all of a sudden. And even Goon realized that when he went back in to clean up, because we're respectful people. Thank you, Goon. Went to clean up after we got bent over and took advantage of it. Our entire official 36 base got wiped for no reason. Goon went behind the scenes.
Oh, he cleaned it up?
He cleaned it up for us. He did a service to the community, so thank you, Goon. And, he noticed that there were already offline raid protection on our stuff. It's, on other people's, on that server. It's just, it has no place. Please don't keep it that way. It's just, it's Care Bear times... It's go play a single player then. If you need offline raid protection and PvP, PvE, you just need to go play by yourself. I don't... That's how does any do you guys agree? Does that feel weird that you would need ORP on a PvE server?
I think on a PvP server?
PvE. Do we really need ORP on a PvE?
I don't even think we need on PvP.
Yeah, I agree. Because
so
I agree.
You're playing that. This is the game.
Yeah.
Man up and play it. Play the game.
Third that one. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh yeah, man. That's why I quit playing on PvE on officially. The PvE official, even before offline raid protection, all that other stuff. It was just spam fest, let's cover the beach and pillars and stuff like that. And it's the game the PVE for me was just a testing ground as far as like how do I do certain things and learn to play the game just a little bit before I transferred over to PvP. Like other than that, like the offline raid protection and stuff like that just dumbs down the game to a point where it doesn't require creativity anymore. You know, if you're, I don't know, just frustrating.
Part of the game is coming back and logging in and being like, oh shit, like, what happened?
Right.
You know, like, that's part of the excitement of the game.
Remember when they were talking about having Dodo Decks make the apps that you could get your tribe log at work? I was like,
that.
no, I don't need that.
Right. I do remember that. And what we were talking about too, like with the ORP on the PvE, like I'd like to be able to go up and demolish things that had timers on it. Like I don't know how that's ran because I ran around and like you can't demolish. Like I didn't see any demolish timers. I don't know. Like there were countdowns. I don't know. I just don't feel like it has its place. I think it's overkill, I guess, but yeah. I give it the big thumbs down. Need to get rid of that. Because if you're being protected from the environment, why are you playing PvE? It's stupid. It's dumb. So who's next? So I can stop ranting because it's just really irritating me. Goon, or no, 86. Were you next after me? It looks like maybe. Yeah, it was Promo,
right.
then me, then you.
So what I was going to talk about was the article posted by Jen about trying to find boss glitches and stuff like that. And generally, like I mean, the article is pretty straightforward in and of itself, but the thing that I found interesting was the discussion going on by the players following up that. Whereas, like the boss fights and the dynamics and how they work, the real issue that players have with them is that on a non-glitch basis, the fight is not. It doesn't really work. Like if you go in to fight, say, the Broodmother on hard, there's no dynamic or gameplay or strategy. It's just a spam. Like let's see how much DPS we can get on this Rex to where we can kill this Broodmother on hard within 30 minutes. There's no strategy or anything else. What the player base is really asking in the topic for is for them to rework the boss fights completely. Make it to where there's strategy required and make it to where, it's not just a tank and spank fight, like bring over some of those like old school
Agreed.
WoW fights where they're like, it's an actual strategy to get through the fight versus this crap where it's like run down here and shoot bullets, then run over here and shoot bullets, then run over here and shoot bullets. It turns into a 30-minute fest of firing off 10,000 rounds that it just took, 4 hours to grind out. And like the thing that I thought was interesting was like the way they fix the fights, the glitch that people use currently or used to use for fighting the dragon was you had a couple of Rexes hidden under a cliff edge that the dragon couldn't actually shoot with its fire. And then they leveled out the whole dragon arena so that you couldn't hide Rexes down there. And that method, to me, was harder than the method where you just run Rexes up on it and glitch out the dragon where it can't move and just fight it. So they fixed the glitch where it was a harder glitch to do, but more consistent, like less. It didn't require as much, like. But anyways, I just thought it was ridiculous that they fix all these glitches, but like they don't really implement new ways or methods to do things. And I found it really interesting. The main player base is calling for more strategy. Get rid of the tank and spanks, and I thought it was really cool.
May I interject with one thing here? It's like, but see, the weird thing is with these type of games, like these survival games, like nothing is ever done really well. Everything is always done just like mediocre. I've noticed that with survival games across the whole board. It's done just enough to make it where it's good, but these games as a whole, they don't have a lot of substance when it comes to like playing against. They're more for PvP. These games are made for PvP. So they run into issues whenever they try and add any kind of PvE type elements, because that's not what the infrastructure was made for. So these boss fights, everybody wants them and they're cool, but in essence, all this game is just a shell to PvP. And that's what all of these survival games are. If you go look at any of the other survival games, they never have good PvE stuff. It's always just something that's there in the background to do as a side thing to PvP. You know, that's just
I
the way
totally
these
agree.
games are
I
built.
think
Yeah.
I just think that like if they're gonna try and make it to where you have to legitimately do the fight though, you know, like because a lot of the I feel like currently a lot of the things that they're focusing on, you know, like the boss fights and whatnot, and the reason why they didn't fix the glitches previously was because there was not really a good way to do them legitimately, and like but the I feel like they're also kind of funneling everybody into this same way of doing a boss fight now, where it's like, well, you're gonna have to have, you know, 18 Rexes, a Urantus, and a Daedon, and that's gonna be your loadout for every boss fight. You just go in and you have a healer, a bunch of melee, and you know a buffer, and it like it doesn't have a lot of depth to it, and I actually, you know, the boss fights that we use guns on and we like run in and you just sit there and spam bullets, we're even they're still more fun than the boss fights with the tank and spank.
Right, they should be. And you would want that. So I'm just saying as a blanket thing, it's just like these type of survival games, it's very hard to put in, you know, like they should concentrate on that, because there's a large population of this game that just likes PvE. And I'm one of them now. Like, I used to be just head on. Like, I played PvP for the first year and a half, 2 years that this game was out. Like, ever since way back when, from the very day I played, that's all I played was PvP. And I just got, you know, kind of tired of it, and I switched over to PvE, and I like it, but I would like to see more involved things, like a boss fight that makes sense, where you got to go in there and like strategize. I would like to see much more of that from Wildcard. Like, I really wish they would concentrate on that. It would be fantastic.
Right? Do you like? Did you play? Did you play WoWfo? Did
Yeah,
you
I
like
played a
ever do
ton
like
of WoW. I was a
Karazhan and stuff
hardcore
like
raider,
that?
dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man! Like you know, bring on the curator fight, right? Like,
Yeah, bring on
let's
all
go
those
back
fights.
to doing that shit. Like you know, rotations. Yeah, exactly. I miss that stuff, and I think it'll be great once we like. I don't know. I think they can do it. I really do. I think they can get this game to a point where it's like you know, you get a Packy Rhino in there, pissing off the Broodmother, and she's chasing them around like the arena the entire time, while like you know, you've got a bunch of Arthropluras set up on turret mode that are just shooting. I don't know. I think they could do something to make this more fun and it you know vary up the strategies really, and I really hope that they pay attention to what the player base is calling for and put something like that in.
Agreed. I would love to see that too.
We do have some feedback from our Twitch chat. Gunfighter369 says, how is trapping a boss and Rex heads cheesing and not the intended mechanic? I get stuck in those bastards' heads enough as it is. It's nice to use it for something. So, and then Oh Man 1R says, I'm sorry. I keep hearing in my head when Foe says PvPing. PvPing. Yeah, and then he follows up with saying, okay, it seems like Tech Cave requires the most strategic planning involved. The other bosses, once done, is just rinse and repeat. Yeah, there does definitely seem to be a gap there.
The Tech Cave is cool as long as you don't get stuck in the floor.
What? No. No. Yep, so, yeah, definitely, but, you know, it's not finished yet. They're working things out. And they're asking for our help to report stuff, which I think Sean up above said when we were talking about, like, reporting the glitches, they're like, no! I think, what was he saying? I can't see it now.
No, like, Bobby J said snitches get stitches.
Yeah, Bobby said snitches get stitches. Yeah, there definitely is crazy stuff. Sean said, Alpha Tribe even offers other tribes on the server the ability to do bosses for Tech Engrams and Elements, so that's cool. And he says, hell no! Who in their right minds would share those exploits or glitches? Farming bosses for Element is so important for invading tribes, and though the devs patching it so that tributes can be transferred has made it difficult for invading tribes to do boss runs. And Wildcard is making the boss arenas more like World of Warcraft. So that's some of our feedback from our Twitch chat.
The crazy thing, like, I along the lines where he was talking about the invading tribes doing that, I don't know if you guys had it on PC, but with the latest update, they changed the way that our character names are displayed. Previously, when you went on to troll a server, like, you could raid and all they saw was your character's name.
Now they see your gamer tag.
Exactly.
Yep, they started that with us too.
And it's like I'm trying to figure out what they're aiming for here. Do you want the PvP to be just like, you know, only battles on the large scale, or what are you aiming for?
I'm glad you mentioned that, because we were discussing that too on PC. Is it a toggle for you guys? Because, like, for us, we can go into our options and toggle on or off Steam IDs.
Not that we found yet.
Really? Because I had toggled mine on, and people were referring to me in PvP as Bobbert, because I always play PvP as Bobbert. I never play as Esmeralda. So people were calling me Bobbert, and my Steam ID is Esmeralda Sky. So it's like they weren't calling me. They're calling me Bobbert, and they no reference. So I was like, for us on PC Steam accounts, you can go into your options and toggle that in, like, what you see and what you don't.
So I'm looking, and there is, because I'm playing as we're doing this, and I see a hide floating gamer tags, but I don't know if that's hide yours or hide.
Yeah, because
it's
now
hide it so you don't see them. It's basically, you know, like a one-sided thing. Like, they can always see your gamer tag now. It depends on their settings, not yours.
But I want to say, yeah, it's like individual settings, because Gunfight, like, Tuxedo Gunfighter is Tuxedo, like, he didn't see mine, so I don't, like, he didn't see where it said Esmeralda, he just saw Bobbert, so he might have had his toggled off. So you might want to go into your options and see if that's an option for you. But
I mean, it's just so you don't see them visually, but anyone interested can. It's not like they'll be able to see it. Yeah. Exactly. Okay,
so you might want to go in and check to see if that's something you can toggle on or off on whatever platform you're playing. But on PC, you can see people's Steam IDs, which I guess is, you know, cool, because I mean, it's definitely bittersweet. You can either look at it from the glass half full, like, oh, we can see these people, their gamer tags, you know, they carry that rep with them. Or, no, it's not just some rando on the server. Like, there's a little bit more accountability if you toggle that on. I don't know. It's interesting, though. I don't know that I like it, because as a female player, I'd like to not, like I always say, like in PvP, I don't like to play chicks because I don't want to be captured and fed narco berries and rocks and like kept as like some weirdo, because there's a lot of freakazoids out there like, oh, you're a girl, I'm going to capture you and carry you away and make you farm rock for days. Like, I don't like that, you know. I'd like to, you know, so from my standpoint, I don't like to have anybody know that, so it would almost make me feel like I had to change my gamer tag that I've carried forever just to be not targeted. So I don't know that this is a great thing. I think I like the anonymity that my character name gives me. I don't like the fact that I think it should be a personal choice. Do I want my Steam name out there or do I not? Not do I want to see other Steam names or do I not? Like, I think they went at it ass backwards. I think it should be our personal choice. I don't think it should be the other, like, our opposers' personal choice. I'm like, you know, I just don't think that. I don't like it.
I think it was always a choice, though. Like, in
chat it was always a choice. But now if you run up on someone, you see it above their freaking head. So it's like, there's really no way around it unless you're just never seen by another character. You know, I just think there should be a choice there. Like, right now, we're choosing, and at least for PC players, we're choosing to see other people gamer tags. I think it should be flat.
What if when you have on a ghillie suit, it takes your name away?
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's cool, because then you could hide using
like
a
that
ghillie
immersion.
suit.
Yeah, that's a good way to go at it. Yeah, that's a nice immersion tactic. I mean, if you must. But why not just make it so that I can either expose my gamer tag or not expose my gamer tag? It's either all. I'm always an on the bus or off the bus person, so I don't like it that they're forcing me on the fucking bus. I don't appreciate that. I don't like it. Go away.
I think it's a good change. I think
stupid.
It'll help with the trolling.
How? How does that help?
Because the person can't just they can't just create a new character troll, create a new character troll again.
But they can track you down and follow you forever through your gamer tag. Like, unless you always want to change your gamer tag. Like, what if you find some creepo, you know, that wants to come at you, and you wouldn't see that because you're not on the other side. You don't have people doing that. Like, you know, you're not treated differently because you have a penis. I'm treated differently because I have a vagina. So I like to pretend I have a penis so I can play in an even playing ground. Like, it's a different world for me. So I don't like the fact that they're forcing me in to showing my shit when it's not my choice. I don't like that. That's how I feel about that. I don't like that.
My confusion is, like, I'm trying to figure out, are they trying to remove trolls as part of the meta? You know? And
but they should tell us ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like, now we have to go and change our name to
But it was always an option in chat, so it doesn't seem that illogical.
To chat! But if you don't talk in chat, then fine. You're opting out of chat. Now it's just floating above your head. Like, there's no escaping it. Like, that's... I think
that's a good idea.
No, I think the permissions should be the other way around, honestly. I think it should be my choice. Am I known as Bobber, or am I known as Esmeralda Sky in parentheses Bobber? Because that's what it is right now.
Well, I think it's showing your Steam display name, which is
as Esmeralda Sky. So I have to be forced to change my gamer tag on every person I'm friends with. I have to change it on personal level to survive on a non-personal level, and I think that's ass backwards. I don't think I should have to change who I'm known as through my friends in order to survive in a non-friend world. I think it should be reverse. Why do if I'm known across the internet as Esmeralda Sky, why do I have to change that in Ark? I don't have to do that in any other game I play. When I play World of Warcraft or any other game I play, do I have to be, you know, Franken Turd 97 and then in parentheses Esmeralda Sky? No, I don't have to. But right now they're forcing that on us, and I think that's bullshit. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. I'm a vote for no. I don't like this.
I don't like they're pulling the trolling from the game. It's not something I do, and it's something that frustrates the crap out of me. But like I don't like the fact that they're just switching up the meta without like,
Telling
considering.
anybody.
Right. Well, yeah, exactly.
It was just like, hey, here it is.
Well, not only that, but I mean, like trolling is really
Part
more
of the
than
game.
anything. Well, I feel like it's alpha defense. The only way you can actively, it's an underdog action. You know what I mean?
Agreed. I
And
totally
now
buy what you're selling. I agree.
Like I'm not in a situation where I need to do that,
But
but
you
if
might.
I need to go kill somebody's stuff, I don't need them to know my gamer tag.
I agree with you. I totally agree with. I agree. I think it's stupid. Stupid. Sean from our Twitch chat said Wildcard seems to finally be stepping up their game when it comes to cheaters / glitchers / exploiters. The stream name showing above heads won't have any effect on trolling. I don't know. I think that because the name is right now in PC world is floating above our head, and it's also floating in our like we knew in chat it was there. Like you can toggle that on and off.
It might be different for you guys on PC, whereas your account isn't tied. Like our gamer tag has a whole bunch of information. Like all your unless you lock your account down through security settings, people can come watch all your uploaded clips, all your screenshots and stuff like that. And so like if you've been taking screenshots and stuff like that and haven't set up your account correctly, they can find out where you're from, where your server number is, and where you originate from. And come find you.
We don't have that. Like people like
yeah,
if you don't.
Do.
Well, yeah, we have that.
Saying, be
you
careful.
do it on Steam.
Yeah, you just gotta be careful what screenshots
you
you're
post. Taking. Yeah, it's not like it's just automatically given. We can lock down your profile, make it private, and nobody can look at your stuff on Steam. You can make it private. But your gamer tag is very like when you sign up for Steam. Like I signed up with my gamer tag that I play in all my games. I don't think Esmeralda Sky screams dude. I don't think a dude is going to pick Esmeralda Sky. I don't think they are. So when
but
Bobber
even in games like World of Warcraft, it's like that too.
No, it
even
doesn't
like
show.
Blizzard does it.
It does not show my Blizzard tag above my head. It shows my character name. It does not show your two different names above your head. That's what it's doing right now in game.
Right. But you could easily just look up their name.
Change my entire name
and see
that
their Blizzard.
I've ever played.
Blizzard account.
Yeah,
easily see someone's character name and then just see what their account is, their Blizzard account.
Yeah, if they're like on your friends list, like you can't like search Blizzard tags, battle tags. You can't just go into a directory and search battle tags.
Armory, you can't look up someone's name on the Armory.
No, it's character names. It's not battle tag. No. Steam, it's gamer tag. You can we're all identified through gamer tag. So I think this is something that is a faux pas on their thing is they're realizing that because I'm from a different world than you guys. You're dudes. I'm not a dude. I don't like to be treated differently. There are some girls out there that there are some girls that like to be treated differently. They like the benefits of having a vajayjay. I like to be treated. I like to be treated the same. So when I roll up on you in a dude character, I want to be seen as a dude character. I don't want it to see Bobber and then in parentheses Esmeralda Sky. And that's the fucking shit that I'm dealing with right now. And I think it's stupid. I'm like, come on. Have you guys I don't know, you probably have because of the deliverance aspect, but like we get constantly told that we're going to be kidnapped, fed narcoberries, we're going to be made to farm. It's just a different world for us in games. I might be the minority here, but I'm telling you right now, it's not cool.
It'll be interesting to see, to hear back in the next couple of weeks if that's the case, because we have a female tribe member, and I can't imagine causing that kind of I don't think I'd want to kidnap her, because then I'd have to, Just no.
We
Not
get
gonna happen.
it's a threat. It's constantly a threat. It's a thing. It's whether we like it or not, it's a thing. It's different. It's a different world. And I was not happy. I'm like, this is some bullshit. Now I have to change my gamer tag, then everybody on my friends list is gonna log in on Steam and go, who the fuck is Joe Bob 97? You know, it used to be Esmeralda Sky, but now I have to change myself to a masculine game title, like game tag, just to show up in Ark as a dude so that I don't have to deal with fucking bullshit. I just think it's stupid. I think they underestimate the assholishness that we come, I can only speak from my own experience, and I think it's bullshit.
So somebody
Tell me
get on
you
the
don't get
Twitterverse and ask Staglitz what was the point, and let's see.
I don't understand the point. Yeah, I'm like, come on. And
So having played PvP directly with you recently, you didn't realize, and you want to talk about the negatives, but you didn't realize that the tribe that was next to us started helping us a lot more once they realized you were a female.
Because they realized I was a girl.
So
even though because they're talking to me,
you have a lot of positives.
But I don't like that. You underestimate. Like, that's not who I am as a person. I don't like handouts. Just because I was a vagina doesn't mean I have an open inbox. I'm sorry, that's not the case, Prometheus. I take pride on doing things my own. I didn't take nothing from them guys. Nothing. If I can tell you right now, Gigabyte, being a dude, he got a metal axe. I didn't take anything from them guys. Not one thing. Not one thing. I cannot choose the voice that I was given when I came out of the vagina. I can totally pick the character that I make in game. And I choose to be a dude. I do, like, when I play PvP, because I've run up against people giving me handouts. I have pride in my game. I don't like taking freebies. I don't. Have I ever taken a freebie from you guys? Have I ever? Have I ever played the chick card on you guys? The 2 years that I played with anybody
I think
here?
one time we were doing something and you were like,
you can kiss my ass and you
some
know you're
meat
lying
because I
right
don't have any
now.
food, and
You
I
know
dropped
you're
some food
lying
down
right now. You know you're
so
lying.
you could eat it.
No, you know right now. Have
And I
I
wouldn't have gave it to
ever played the chick
Prometheus.
card? No. No. You know right now. Honestly, have I ever played the chick card?
I want a freebie.
Tell me. Don't dance around it. I'm asking you point blank, have I ever played the chick card? Have I ever said, hey guys, I'm going to go over to these guys and because I'm a girl, I'm going to get special treatment? Have I ever said that?
No.
No, but I knew a lot of girls that used to do that in World of Warcraft, like crazy.
I just don't think it's a far reach from.
Well, here's the thing: if
from
you don't
the
want to be
chat,
categorized as a female gamer in any game you play, I would change it then. Well, I'll tell you, in PC gaming, this is more something new, but in console gaming, your PlayStation
gamer tag,
account
yeah.
is basically your name in every game.
Yeah.
Yeah, PvP, same thing. Like in console,
When you're playing things like Call of Duty or any of those.
when you're playing every other game, no, it just goes off your
straight off
account.
your gamer tag, and I think
Yep.
that's Foe's point: is you're impacting more than just the one game on the console world. You're Nope. Okay, can I make a... Oh, hang on. Oh, hey.
Is that due to the topic or the margaritas?
That's not what we heard. That's not what you said earlier. You said it was one margarita at a restaurant, remember? Good idea.
Sure.
Okay, so there might be a reason, but there might be a reason for it. I just thought of it, is if this is getting this close to release and Microsoft has touted this as a Play Anywhere title, so I think this could have something to do with the cross-platform and your gamer tags matching up and syncing up, so you're not in two different places, or it's all this. At least in the Xbox Microsoft PC world, I think this is all part and parcel of that, so I can actually carry my gamer tag and my character from PC to Xbox. That's the only logical reason I can see. It's because they want to do the cross server and they want to allow you to play on the Microsoft side. They've said this will be a Play Anywhere title, so I'll be able to log into a Windows PC sans Steam. I won't need Steam, and I'll be able to log into my Xbox and play the same character the same way. And that portion requires my Xbox gamer tag and my Xbox gamer tag to be displayed probably for databasing. I get it. I think now that you mentioned that, Esmeralda, where you've had the same tag and we just said our gamer tags are our lives on the Xbox and the Windows world, I think that to me makes total sense why. Yes, it sucks for you guys in Steam, and maybe they'll switch that up with enough complaining. I don't know. Or maybe everything will go away from Steam and move into one. I don't know how they're going to do that, but they can't not make this an Xbox One title. Where you can play anywhere, because it was one of the first ones they announced. It sucks, but you got to understand the game is
the
completely
bigger
different
picture,
than what you set up 2 years ago.
The bigger picture I can see, but I think that I still think it's unfortunate. I don't know. In the words of Foe, I don't know if the squeeze is worth the juice is worth the squeeze. I don't know if that's the case. Like, I don't know that the end result is so much more important than the process. I don't know. I guess only time will tell, but I think it's bullshit from where I'm standing. I don't like having to be like, why don't I just make every character, no matter what, my gamer tag now, because it's floating above my fucking head. I think as a player, I should be able to toggle on or off if I want my gamer tag exposed or not. I don't think it should be the other way around.
Or this could be like we were talking about 2 weeks ago, where we were talking about multiple accounts and paying for multiple characters, and we don't have to do that on Xbox. Maybe with these gamer tags, if your gamer tag shows up above more than one character, you're in trouble. Maybe we find out there, because I don't know what the ELA actually says. I don't even know if this thing has an ELA, but maybe that's got something to do with it. Maybe it stops the multiple characters to do different things in two tribes, and who knows.
Right. I think I would like a middle ground there. That, like, if you've had so many reports or whatever, then have your ID exposed. Like, that seems like that would be cool, But, like, why be punished right out the gate, I just don't see the benefit in that. I think it's stupid. If you have a record, then maybe that's a way to go. That would be cool. But I don't think just flipping the script and being like, deal with it is the way to go. Not feeling that personally. So, all right. Well, I'm done ranting. I appreciate that point of view though, because that's a good way to end that subject. So, thank you, Teddy.
Yep.
Thank you. So were we moving into? I think that was mine. I think they were going into Goon.
I agree with you because you're a girl.
Oh, shut your face! I rebuke your agreement.
You just had to say it.
I rebuke it. I rebuke
Whoa.
it. I will leave it packaged and on my front doorstep, unopened. Everybody was
Return
like,
to sender.
everybody apparently in Twitch could not hear my voice, and I'm like, really? Believe me, there's enough of my voice to go around. So don't worry, everybody, you'll hear me no matter what. Goon, I know that I was giving you shit earlier because you were commenting on something I had already put in our notes. Did you pick a new one, or?
No, because everything I kept looking up was pretty much everything everyone else was already talking about.
Okay.
I
Because
mean, other than-
your entry
there's
says
nothing
Goon,
new out there.
what they said.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, there's not a whole lot new that in the forums as far as other than what everyone's already been talking about.
Right on. Okay, so who do we have it for you? Mr. Yogi! You have a post from... No, wait. 8086. I'm totally skipping over you because you're right under Goon, and he had his in bold. So I'm flying over 8086. He has
Oh, wait, my turn.
survivetheric.com.
Wait, what's... I thought I already discussed
Did you
that.
do it like out of like?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No, that's okay. It was organic. We will move on to Mr. Yogi. He has a Reddit post to share, and I will put it in Twitch for everybody.
All right. So something on a lighter subject.
What? Don't you imply anything, young man.
How men get mistreated in this game.
Shut your
Dang, Why are you
face.
treating me like that?
I will
Hurting
slap
my
you with
feelings.
my vagina.
Wow.
Dang.
That sight, know what that just I just pictured in my head. Remember those octopus
Whoosh.
things you got in a box of cereal that you threw at the wall?
Yes,
And it would
that's
stick
me.
and roll down?
That's me.
That's what I just thought about in my head.
I have
when
like
you
a
said that.
dispenser down there. I put in a quarter and I get out an octopus and I slap you in the face with it.
I'm scared.
Yeah, you should be. Carry on.
So I was just kind of cruising through all the PS4 forums on the Reddit, and I came across this. This guy definitely put a lot of work into it and kind of made me laugh, and I enjoyed it. So I definitely want to share with you guys. It's kind of fun. So it goes into wildcard unintentionally created hero classes in Ark. You got the Nudists, Lone Wolves, Wolfpack, Covenant, Hive, and Pirates. So breaking them up, telling you a little bit about each, you could think of, while I'm reading them, think which one that you would be a part of. And then I'll ask you guys at the end. So you got the Nudists, which excels at death and has no shirt, no shoes, but still gets service, and typically is a temporary class, and this type of survivor can go to a different type of class later on in the game, or they'll just continue being barely clothed or passed out on the beach or whatever like that. They're in and out. They're always running around naked. You got the next one. You got the Wolf Pack. Excels at communication and having fun. The survivors are usually part of a nerdy group of friends that mostly know each other in real life from other games. So you got that. I'll skip the rest. And then you got the Lone Wolves. Many survivors try this class, but it is difficult to master. They excel at negotiating and stealth. Typically, they don't like playing with strangers, and most of their friends don't play Ark, and so they can't form a wolf pack. They might have one buddy who partner up with to survive against everyone else. The successful lone wolves are highly individually skilled. Next up, the Covenant, the most common survivor. not including those temporary nudists. They excel at organization and team-based taming. They usually form survivors who switched from the previous classes and decided to follow one or more leaders. The leaders has strict rules and keep this tribe safe and strong, but as consequences, the leaders also tend to be snarky and self-absorbed. The tribe the tribe members can have a range of skills and personalities, but mostly enjoy pleasing their leader to move up the ranks. And second to last one, the pirates. So these survivors excel at killing tames and being assholes, and are proud of it. So they play Ark like it's a team deathmatch. They prefer not to spend time taming. It is quicker to club or trank people. Unified servers tend to reduce the number of these guys. The last, you got the Hive. These survivors excel at transportation and raiding. They are too large for a single leader, usually function in a hive mentality, with each member working towards the common goal of causing a massive shitstorm. So this guy put a lot of time into breaking all this
This is a
up.
really cool one.
Oh, it was so funny. So just kind of going down the list, we got a lot of each, I think, within the crew.
Don't ask. I'm going to be last because I'm like copying and pasting everything into Twitch. So
Yep.
I need a little bit of a follow-up time. So you guys, you Yogi, direct what order you think you need to go in to get
I
our
got it.
answer.
Sure. So thinking we'll start from the bottom up. I'll go first. Kind of going. I normally like playing as a lone wolf, just one or two people. But recently we kind of got into big tribes and got alliances with a whole bunch of other people. We all kind of play together, and we have one big, like, joint community centers and taming and things like that, and help each other out. But most of the time, I like playing lone wolf, kind of just doing my own thing and just running all over, seeing what everybody's up to, but then doing my thing by myself. Teddy, you're up. What?
Didn't actually think I'd be on tonight, so I don't have much to help to contribute. Game was quicker than I thought it would be, so I thought I'd join so I could comment.
Yep. What type of tribe do you think you belong in? For a covenant, lone wolf, wolfpack?
Oh, I like the lone wolf thing for a little while, but I'm having a lot of fun with a larger tribe, 5 or 6 active characters, and can get a lot more accomplished, and we have a lot of fun. It's part of the adventure, right? It's part of the, destroying somebody's behemoth gate when they weren't thinking about it and getting ribbon for it. That's okay every once in a while. You wouldn't matter if you're playing by yourself,
Yep.
So I think I'm not necessarily a covenant, but some medium-sized tribe. I think you get too big, you get too much politics going on, and people give away shit like tribes.
Agree.
Like going up every episode now.
Ba-da-da! I just
So-
heard like some feedback and then silence.
Uh-huh. Just let that sit in a little bit.
I have asked our Twitch chat, so hopefully we'll get some responses from everybody there.
Nice. Omen says wolf pack for sure. Goon, what kind of pack are you?
I consider myself a lone wolf nudist. I don't play with a lot of people, but I do a lot of my own stuff on my own. But I tend to die a lot doing it. I don't know why. For some reason, I'm just good at dying. That's probably my best trait.
Right. Especially
But,
at the beginning.
Yeah, but even if we group up with the first one to die, I don't know how that works. I think I still blame Lumen. He's my trainer. But as far as basically I play by myself, or like with me and Ezzy went out last night. But most of the time, I just do my own thing, kill what I need to kill, and have fun just doing that on my own.
Nice. So we got Malorum. I don't even know how to say that. How do you say that? Over on Twitch chat. Forgive me, not knowing
I
how
would
to say
say
it.
Melorium.
Malorium. Where are we on the periodic table now, or what?
Maybe.
There you go. So, they said they're Lone Wolf on official SE. It's fun, and that's the word. Gunfighter says Lone Wolf, definitely. And all these hard Twitch names. Ematai, Wolfpack is my jam.
Ooh, ooh. Hey, Ematai.
This is
Ematai
my
just
jam.
joined us, our
Oh,
Xbox Arc player for Cross Realm Rebellion. Welcome,
Yeah,
Ematai. Ooh, ooh.
All right, 86.
86.
Yeah, man, the Wolfpack for sure. That's how we generally tend to run things over here. We don't got. I don't know. It might be a high. I don't. We run things as a democracy. You know what I mean? Like I spent my time as a pirate. Like throwing cages on the top of a boat and rolling down the beach with noobs sitting on the top of my boat. You know, but that gameplay is only fun for so long. When you get past the novelty of trolling people, it gets boring, and now it's all about that end game goal. You know, I'm trying to get there, and I don't think you can get there as the naked pirate or what have you. If you wanna see what's at the end of the tunnel, you gotta switch it up.
Nice. Oh, Wolfpack. So we got Bob J337. I'm partial to being a nudist at all times. So nothing wrong with that. And we're talking about in game, all right?
That's right. I don't know. Bob, like,
It's questionable with
yeah,
me.
I was gonna say
I'm pretty
OG
sure.
Bobby has this little element of secret world over there. Like there's OG Bobby and then there's like his side life. I think that's I'm with you. I think A86 feels that as well. He's a little secret
I'm pretty
side.
sure he's got a porn name.
I think he does. I think he does. I think he does.
All right, Pro.
Promo.
I'm definitely a Wolfpack, no doubt about it. I kind of only play when I can play in a team of people.
Nice. All right, Fo.
I think what am I? The what is it? The Covenant and the Wolfpack, I guess. Where
So
I like
big tribes or little
big
local
tribes. Yeah, I like that. I'm all about that.
Sweet. All right, Esme.
I am gonna rock out like the half-breed. Sometimes I'm a lone wolf, and it's those nights where my day has just been absolute bullshit, where my dog has decided to eat something that messed her stomach up, and then she decided to jump my baby gate into my living room and take a big nasty shit on my shag carpet, like little area rug that my kids love to play on, and then my kids like brawl all day, so then I'm like a 24/7 bouncer for toddlers, and I'm like repeating the same thing over again 259 times, which is entirely against my nature because I fucking hate repeating myself. And so then by the end of the day, I'm a lone wolf. I am logging into Ark and I'm watching Netflix, and I don't want to talk to a fucking person ever. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to know anything about you. I'll talk to you tomorrow, but right now I just want to binge watch some bullshit on Netflix. So therefore I am somewhat partly a lone wolf. But the next day, after I've had a nice rest, maybe a cocktail or two and some time by myself, I would love to be part of a wolf pack. I love being a little rebel, but I love my little group of friends, and I love having little things to do with my friends, and I love to laugh, and I love to have fun, and I love to game, and I love to not act like an adult when I do these things. So I am a hybrid. I am part lone wolf, and I am part wolf pack. That is me. I am not for big anything. I'm always for the underdog. So if you are a big anything, I will give you my lady bit middle finger and say, have a nice day, keep walking. I am not buying what you're selling. I'm for the underdog. So
It's
that's
really
me.
tiny and you really wouldn't want to. So
That's right. Nobody
Ta-da.
likes that. Nope. Bye-bye. Yes. So that's me. I am half lone wolf. I am half wolf pack, and it just depends on my day. Yes.
I'm sorry, Esme. Could you repeat that? I missed that.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. If anything, I will be honest with you. So, oh my god. That's awesome.
With the slap from
That's
the
awesome,
badge
man.
at the
That's
end.
awesome. Yeah, see, like, really, yes. Yes, that's right.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's something I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed it too.
That was a really good one. I'm really happy that you picked that out. That's a really awesome one, and that's really fun because it's a different take. You really don't realize it, but it's totally a thing. It's totally
Definitely.
a thing. Good one, Yogi. Good one. Woo woo. All right. So hey, foe, it's up to you. We are talking about Chinese megatribes apparently with Mr. Foe Render's Choice. I will be linking this in Twitch chat while Foe tells us a little bit about his selection.
There was a link on Reddit where it was a post. It was just some dude, and he was really kind of like bummed out about his server being wiped out by a mega tribe. And he basically jumped on Reddit just to ask, what can we do? Is there any tips or advice to combat these mega tribes? And I'm here to tell you, no. There's really not much we could tell you, because what a mega tribe does is they just fill the server with a bunch of people. If you're in a small tribe, you just can't fight it, and there's nothing you can really do. There's really nothing you can do. There's like really no advice besides just using common sense, get with another tribe, maybe. Some servers like to run their servers now as like one giant tribe, which is a thing now. That's really the only way to combat it to some extent. But other than that, not really. What I was saying, they really need to come up with a way. They really need to come up with a way, wildcard, to come up with some sort of system to help maybe set up some servers that don't allow people to just hop in. Maybe they could set some servers up that are just a permanent home, and you can't leave the server or to take things from another server to that server. Maybe they could do that to help. So if you don't want to be part of the whole Ark is a whole big world now, you can. But they kind of need to do something, because it is kind of bummy for people that want to play this game and that they just come on one day and their whole server's gone. All their friends they knew, everybody they were playing with on that server, having a grand old time, they get wiped. And what people normally do when they get wiped is they move on to another server. So now they come back and
Right.
not only did all their shit get all torn up and shit, but most of the people they were just playing on that server with, having a good time, they all got up and left.
Right.
It just destroys the whole entire server. I'm all about the big wars, but that's me. I think it's cool, but I definitely see where a lot of people, it's a total bummer. And I kind of feel that guy's pain, and I think Wildcard should do something. They should give a place where people want to... And then, I don't want to hear the thing, well, then don't PvP. But that's not that, because when we first started playing this game, that's not what this game was. So when we invested ourselves into this game, it was PvP with the people on your server, with the people that you've gotten to know.
Yep.
So I think they should do something for the people that don't want to get involved with all that mega tribe bullshit.
I agree. I think it's definitely catch-22, because they implemented the cross-arc stuff to stir up those stagnant waters, maybe dethrone some alphas that were holding servers captive. But in turn, did they really help the underdog? Not really. They just gave the
They made it harder. They
Yeah,
made just another threat that you have to worry about now.
They made another layer of hierarchy. Really, they didn't even the playing field for the underdog. They just added yet another mountain to climb for the underdog. Like, there's definitely, and I think that's why, like, when I found the PvP primitive PvP, it felt like that's how PvP should be. With right now, the way Ark has PvP, it's either all or nothing. You're either a clothy or you're a techie. Like, that's it. Like, there's no, like, the middle class, the middle player, whatever. It just feels like you're just sliding by day, maybe hoping, maybe, but pretty much not. You know, like, it's either one, it's just all or nothing. But with primitive PvP on official or just primitive servers, removing all that craziness, you actually get down to skills. I think the difference between the two are time. How much time does these people or does this tribe or this person have to devote to this game versus skill? I don't think time and skill are comparable measurements. I don't think if I have 40 hours of free time, then I get to just grind and then, like, but my skill is absolute bullshit. Like, I just don't know. It's just stupid. I think primitive, that's why I'm really finding a lot of fun. You can find talent in the primitive PvP. I think the tech maybe was a little bit too much, too soon, too fast. There really wasn't a build up to that. There's not a medium point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think it does. I think there could have been like a happy medium between the two, but I think it was in their design all along. I don't think it's something that they came
Is that
up
a
with.
good design?
I think so.
To go from 1 to 10, but no 5. Like, there's no 5 there. It's just 1 to 10. Because it kind of is discouraging to the ones, knowing that they will never be a 10 because there's no 5. That seems really doesn't really make sense. To me, I guess. Yes. Anybody there? Like,
Well, I was just trying to think of what I wanted to say.
yeah.
Just to further touch on it, it's, hopefully something that they just work out, because there's really no advice to give. There's no advice to give.
Once this game is released, we're not going to see much of anything happening.
Do you think so? Do you think, why do you say that? Like
why
elaborate.
Do I say that? Is because the game has been. It kind of, like I've said in the past, the candle's burning from both ends. It's been doing that since the beginning. They're going to want to move on to bigger, better things now. This game's kind of done for them. They've made a ton of money in the process, and I think that that's going to just really be used as fuel for the next game. I don't see it progressing or changing much more than it is now.
But
it's kind of backwards from the way the rest of the industry works. I mean,
yeah,
that's the whole idea of this game. It's basically gaming while the game is still being developed, and they said that in the last time they had like a thing, whatever, I can't remember what it's called. Release. The dev conference or whatever.
Well, you guys kind of, cook your thoughts a little bit. I'm going to jump over to Twitch chat. We have Amate PvE eliminates all of that. That's what I like about it. Go at your own pace. I agree. I definitely am subscribing from her thought process. But, so what were you guys saying now that I took that little break?
Prometheus does have a point. They're working on other things. They've publicly said it already. And I think once this becomes official and they raise the price and they make that last little money grab, I think you're not going to see just much progress with this game anymore.
It'll be all on the mods at that point.
Yeah, it'll just be up to the mods. It'll be up to the people to keep this alive for as long as they can. Which, many games, exactly, many games do that.
Kind of extend the life of it, and I'm sure they'll still allow that and still want that to kind of grow and flourish. And so, in their mind, it'll cost them $4,000 a month per mod to keep things kind of moving.
That's interesting. But okay, let's look at it like this. Okay, Wild Card, they just celebrated their 2-year anniversary. They are very active. Their community managers are very active. They have a very active forum base. They have Steam, Reddit, and their survivearc.com. Can you honestly say that would stop and then they'd move on to the next project without any backlash?
Would just be on. The game would just be on auto run at that point. It's not going to be developed any further. They're going to be done with it. They'll I'm sure fix bugs and those kind of things. But once a game is released, it's kind of out there in the wild, and it is what it is. Halo 1 hasn't changed since the day it was Halo 1 in that regard, and kind of the same thing. It is that game. That game is finished, and we're used to the game kind of coming all out at once, and we've just been here for the whole show. Is really all that's different here.
I mean, I beta tested other games, so I've kind of lived through this process. And unfortunately, most games are, even well-hyped games, they come out and then, or sometimes they just never come out, and they're always just stuck in this phase, which I'm okay with. Like, I don't need these type of games to have a release date. Just keep on giving me new content. That's like all I want to see.
Everything has to come to an end eventually, is the way I see it. You can't expect them to do what they've been doing for this long. It's just they're done.
Right.
It'll just be relying on mods from here on out.
Okay, so this being the fact that they've not officially released, do you really think they would come out of the gaming vajayjay and then also jump into the gaming grave in the same sequence? Like, would they be like, here we are, here we go? Would there not be like
they don't have anything else to add? Game will just be bug fixes.
No,
in the gaming community, this is a giant success of a game.
I agree, because they have gone through, and this has been, honestly, this is my I can only say this because this is my first early access game that I've bought into. Like this.
You've bought the only one that's ever really succeeded.
This is the only one that I've ever purchased on Steam, because I'm a skeptic when it comes to, like, I'm not going to give you I want to see results. I don't want to just maybe get something. Like, the minute one of my friends 2 years ago was like, hey, I really love this game, come play with me, I was like, oh, okay. And then I was on Steam. I was a Steam virgin. This was my first experience, like, really loving something on Steam. I played a lot of...
But you love dinosaurs.
I love dinosaurs.
Fit perfectly.
So
right.
it was a BFF right from the get-go. And I came from World of War. I've since unsubscribed from World of Warcraft, and we've been podcasting for ARC over a year, and I've been playing for 2 years. I think we all have varying amount of hours we played in the game, and we all like to do our own special things in the game. And I feel like there's still a bucket list for me in this game. So even if they were to move on to greener pastures and start developing something else or whatever, I still have a huge list of shit I need to do and that I would like to do. Not like I feel like I have to do just to do it, but that I actually want to do. That's why I stopped subscribing. That's why I stopped paying $15 a month for the past 8 years or 7 years to a game, was because I felt like I had to do it, not that I wanted to do it. The difference between when I was playing World of Warcraft to here was I actually want to do it. I don't feel like I have to. I actually want to. There's a desire there. And I'm not paying a monthly subscription. So that's like win-win. But I don't know. I don't think that it's so cut and dry. My opinion, I don't think it's so cut and dry.
No, it's definitely not cut and dry.
No.
It's going to be
not like we're done,
and...
here's a bow and ribbon and done.
No, here's the thing. No. It's not going to be like that.
There's so much passion in their engine right now. I don't think that's just going to be pulled apart.
Here's the thing, but they are going to move on, and it's still going to be here, but it's not going to be their main project.
Right.
But
it's going to move into the back burner, and you're going to see it's not going to be dead.
Yeah, it's
You know,
not,
and the
no.
community is going to keep. Listen, there are tons of games
Hell
games
yeah.
that we never even heard of that
Oh,
are
yeah.
out there that stay alive, but no
Because
longer
of
get
the
any
community.
support from the maker, and the communities just keep the servers running and they keep it going.
Exactly.
And but you know, there's never any new content because there's no more money to be made there. So
Right.
because they moved on to something better and bigger, and you know, so but you know, Wildcard, they are a young company. This is a smash hit success.
Yeah,
So now
it's
they're
brilliant.
well known. They're well known.
They are. They
That's
plopped-
why. Now anything
Hell
else
yeah.
they make is going to be held to a high regard, and people are going to buy their game because
They have a-
this was good. It was
right.
quality.
All the more reason to buy another, to make another one.
And I would.
Exactly.
And I totally would. I would. We all would. More
Right.
like I think have all of us bought Scorched Earth? I mean, I know us PC players the minute Scorched Earth was announced within seconds. We're like, we're buying it.
Yeah,
Like,
once I seen that
hell
video
yeah.
on YouTube, I was like, I'm in.
we were lighting each other up. But like for console players, have you guys played Scorched Earth yet?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
See-
like the same time it came out, and it wasn't even that. It was around the same time as the lawsuit and everything. So my thought process was, you know what, I paid $20. I've put in, like, I think at the time I'd put in like 300 or 400 hours for $20. If I throw them another $20 and they get the chance to fight this stuff and keep the game alive and whatever, even if I only put another 50 hours into that, that's $40. I've spent way more money on way dumber shit. So I don't
Thank you.
do
Thank you.
I don't do a lot of stuff on the Scorched Earth. It's not a place that I enjoy. But I know because of the cross server stuff and whatever, we
Right.
have tribes on Scorched Earth, and it's been a heck of an advantage, like
Right.
for sure. So
Oh
so
yeah.
the cross server thing has kind of helped that along, and I think honestly that cross server stuff, depending on what they do with mods and maps and such, this game's still got a lot of legs, even if it is through your modding program and you sell it off as downloadable content at $10 a piece or whatever, so they can recoup some of that like they can totally do that. There's a lot going on here yet. I don't think they're going to put it on the back. Well, I mean, it'll go on the back burner to some degree, but there will be a development team that will do something. They're not going to just let this ride out. There's just too much passion from the community. Like, yeah, no, this isn't going to go away. Not yet, anyway, because even if you got to think of it too, there are players that haven't done this yet. There are people that haven't done this yet, and it's kind of expected, especially in the console world, to get downloadable content after I've bought the game and spent 70, 80, $100 for the regardless of how much content's in front of us. We know that this has been 2 years in development and we've gotten hundreds and hundreds of hours in it. But there have got to be people out there still, I would think, that don't know about this, that haven't heard about this, that will be interested when it hits the store shelves and you get the $100 collector's edition with the dinosaur book. If that's what they do, I think they could get a whole new group of people if they did that dossier. They get a whole new class of nerds. For sure. And I think if you don't release updates and you don't release a little bit of new content, however that looks, you're kind of gypping that portion of the community because they haven't gotten the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours that we have yet.
Right on, Teddy. I agree. I do. And I was just looking at full renders. Like, somehow we have gone we have had a really good conversation, but it all stemmed from full renders posts of what to do against Chinese mega tribes. And I don't know that we've talked a lick about Chinese mega tribes. I mean,
I don't think there's anything you can do. I think that's why we.
No,
decided-
I said that already. I said there's nothing you could do against it. There's no.
I don't know.
Unless you're like the whole server bands together and you, in essence, become a mega tribe. That's the only way to combat it. There's really nothing else you could do. You could block off the obs, but you can't even do that no more. So I don't know what to say.
You kind of can. Well,
you can, but it's not so cut and dry as it used to be.
I can only say, because I've talked with some of you on our Faux Science experiment on our primitive PvP official server. It is pretty much the server against Chinese mega tribes. Like, they have no shame in their game. They say that in global. They openly state that if they even suspect you to be a Chinese mega tribe, if they even suspect you to be Chinese, they will wipe you out. Like, they're for some like that's a thing. Like
that was a lot of things on the server I was on, two server PvP servers. That's a big deal across.
It's
But that's just
huge.
All
people
of them.
being paranoid, because if a Chinese guy in a
They
mega
do
tribe
it.
really did come there and they wiped him, he could just be like, you know what, let's just go there anyway and just come on that server. Really,
It
like,
hasn't happened yet on the server.
you know,
it
it hasn't happened yet, but there's thousands of servers,
Yet.
so you know,
Yeah. Well, not thousands of primitive PvP servers.
right?
There might
Primitive
be,
is different. Yeah, you're right
yes,
about
it's
that.
primitive. And this server
It
is
might never happen there because
It
I don't
might
even think
not.
they're interested in those. primitive
I don't
anyway.
know. I mean, there is a tribe, and whenever names come across, because it the joining names come across, and even Tuxedo can attest, like him and I were going on, like Bobbert and Tuxedo, Bobbert parentheses Esmeralda Sky, and Tuxedo were going on a boat ride, like we were just scouting out base places, and immediately they start questioning me because I was driving the boat, telling me right off the bat that they're not very friendly to newcomers, that they are very against Chinese mega tribes, that if we pick a fight with anybody, just know that the server, like the tribes on the server, are very tight knit and that they will come after us and blah, 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 blah. And like, so far, I haven't logged in today, so I don't know if we've been hit or not, but everybody around us have been hit. I've just been trying to be diplomatic, like Tuxedo said. I'm being very diplomatic. I'm being very open. I have nothing to hide. Honestly, my goal is, I think it would be kind of cool to start interviewing mega tribes or every different kind of tribe, like from the clothy to the middle to the beta tribes to the alpha tribes. I think that'd be kind of cool for us to start to like interview these people, get in and maybe have like a tour, and not really like talk about where they're from, but like how their perspective is, because we only see ours and there's always more to the picture. So I think it would be kind of cool to see like yeah, we know you target Chinese mega tribes, but let's talk about why. Like what is the detriment to the server? Like, let's talk about it. So I thought that would be interesting. But hey, we're not there yet. I'm still Bobbert running around, building my shit up, and with my friends whenever we can fit our time in. So I mean, it's to be determined. And
Well, you're Esmeralda Sky Bobbert now.
no, Esmeralda Sky in parentheses and then Bobbert. Yeah, not by choice, mofos. Not by choice. So I should just tell them that. I should just tweet at them and be like, this is bullshit. So, but they won't care. So, but, yeah. So I don't know. There's definitely a push against Chinese mega tribes. I have yet to experience the wrath. If you guys have been the victim of a Chinese mega tribe, I feel like I'm one of those, like, medical, if you have taken, Zircostan and lost your liver, you could be part of a class action lawsuit. Please get a hold of us. Yeah, I feel like that, but no, not the same. Let us know if you've been a victim of a Chinese mega tribe. Or hey, Chinese mega tribes, let us know if you've been oppressed by the anti-Chinese mega tribes. I don't know. It's so new to us because this is the first time
It's funny
that I've
because
ever
on
seen
Xbox, it's not the Chinese.
Really? That's all that is in PC. Like, they're so adamant about it in global. Like, they're like, they don't hide it. They're like, raw. Like, the minute somebody enters the server with any squares or rectangles in their name, they go hunt them down and wipe them out.
To be fair,
Regardless.
86, that might be the server that we're on versus.
Well, no,
Crazy.
it's not that. Like okay, so on Xbox, like as far as mega tribes go, there's quite a few large mega tribe alliances, and
Oh, yeah.
it used to be Hyperland Dominion, and then it became like it's all whoever just wiped a server, right? Like, or a server cluster or whatever. So recently it's been the French now, and then it's all over the place. Like we've got I haven't heard anything about Hyperland in a long time, except for that they were helping the French out when the French went to wipe out Osiris. But it goes all over the place as far as who's wiping who and who's the biggest. We don't have just one dominant mega tribe.
Well, I think the issue came from the Chinese mega tribes selling Steam accounts and selling items out of so it became like a thing to stop them from like ruining your server, basically. That's from what I grasped during the time that I played that.
That's what that was about. Okay.
I don't think anyone's got anything left.
Damn, these
Yeah, time to move
mofos.
on to last call.
So we're gonna hit up Twitch right here. Gunfighter, like I agree with Gunfighter because he's experienced this. They're even worried about Chinese sympathizers because on our server we started up on, they are even calling, if you are even suspected of being a Chinese sympathizer, you are also being wiped out. So you're not just being wiped out for like maybe being a Chinese tribe, but also if they think that you might like Chinese tribe or be a friend with a Chinese tribe, you are also going to be wiped out. So ta-da, that's our experience right now. That's our faux science. We'll get back to you next week to let you know how that rolled out. But that's where we are. Does that sound similar to you guys on official? Like, have you guys ever experienced that? Like being that blatant, like, oh, you're a Chinese sympathizer. Like,
I was actually taken aback the first time because I didn't realize it was a thing, and they were like the damn Chinese and this and that. I'm like, wow, this is like just blatant like racism here. I didn't realize. I was like so confused by the whole process.
Yeah, it was weird. I feel the same. Like I was like, because we on our servers we always make the rule. No racist, no toxic bullshit, no toxic racist tribe names. So when you go on official and they're just pretty much, you know, whatever goes, it's just like, wow, that's really unfortunate, you know. I'm not a big broad brush. I'm not a big fan of broad brushing. So it's just, I already puts a bad taste in my mouth. But yeah, it was a shock to me too. I'm like, what the hell, you know? So we started like, yeah, we started thinking like, oh my God, that would be another entirely different faux science. Like, would we just pretend that we were? And then like see how we were treated differently than when we weren't, you know? It's just different. It's just an entirely different science experiment with an arc. But we'll get back to you. But hey.
It's closing time. Pack up all those dinos and head out into the real world. It's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can stay here. I don't want to have to log right now. I don't want you to have to log right now, but it's closing time. The rated R is ready to pull the plug.
All right. This is the time to share. If you have any info you forgot to share, some shout outs, future events, contests, share them now or wait a week. Or if there's anything that we did not discuss in the show that you wanted to discuss, this is your time. So while I run my yap, which is what I'm good at, I'm going to say, hey, everybody come and join us in the minigames we play at crossrealmrebellion.com. We have 2 public servers to join us on for Ark Survival Evolved, 1 PvE, 1 PvP. And we also have 2.5-ish, depending on Prometheus and his networking abilities. We have 2 private CRR member servers for Ark, which are the Extinction Core run by Fel and Promo. And also, we just added our crazy, one of our public servers. It's our crazy PvPvE modded server where we've just kind of figured out, well, what the hell? We have the server. Why not have fun on it? So it's not for the nerd ragers. So if you have anger issues and can't take dying or loss very well, please don't join, because I don't like whiners. So please don't come and play. But if you like to have fun and not whine, you are more than welcome to come and join our server. The link is in our show notes. We have laser fences, arc carts evolved, castles and keeps, tech bench, medieval taverns, upgrade station, HD stacking mods, structures plus, Godzilla arc, eco trees, egg and poop collector, NPC bush people, Eco's RP decor, and Mr. Rad Tools Inc. content pack. That's just to start. It is our PvPvE madness server. And then we also have our Sanctuary building server that has like 24 mods, but it's delicious and it makes it worth its while. And you can find all that info in our blog at crossroadrebellion.com. But we also have people playing in Grand Theft Auto. So that's been a thing right now. And Mr. Luminen of Crossroad Rebellion is starting up an anime, in his direct description of the club, is an anime club thingy for CRR members. So if you are into anime and want to get in on this anime club thingy, join us at crossroadrebellion.com and hop in our Discord and head to that channel, because they're just getting ready to pick what they're going to be doing and where they're going to be going and all that jazz. So
talk anime with no tentacle-free anime.
Tentacle-free anime.
To be fair, that's
anime.
Anime and
I'm
not
out.
enemas.
I'm out.
You're out without the anime. Without the tentacles.
Tentacle.
No, I stick to old school anime anyways. I'm not too into anything past Akira, but that's it.
I've actually never touched anime, so it's kind of intriguing to me. I'm like, this might be interesting. So for new people like me that've never ever, I think anime started after my age. Like,
I know girls love anime.
I don't know. I don't know any anime people until our Crossroad Rebellion group. Like, I've never met.
Yeah, anime is a
lovers.
thing. It's not that you missed it. It's just that you didn't know about it, because anime has been
didn't know
around for
about
a super long time.
I'm not part of the group yet. I didn't know it existed, and now that I do, it's interesting.
I would say mainstream North America has been only the last 5 or 10 years, not like
Well, see, there you
Japanese have
go.
had it around for a long time. But yeah,
I remember when I
it's-
was a kid, I would go to Chinatown, and they had the specific shops, and I'm talking about when I was 12. Like, they had shops, and they just had wall-to-wall anime stuff, and that's where all of the anime people went back in the day
Really?
to go get the anime, and everything was not in English. You just had to really love anime to watch these things. That's why it was super. It was a thing. It's been around for a long time, but it was super low key. But he was saying, in the past 7 or 8 years, it's gotten really popular, and there's subtitles now and all this and that. But it's been around for a long time, and there's been some real hardcore fans of it for ever.
Yeah, cosplays helped them a lot too, right? Like the ability to go to these anime conventions and you've got different people dressed up in the actual characters and such. I think that's helped mainstream it some.
Oh yeah, I love those things.
I
How
got
often are you hopping on the GTA?
Us, we're on there, dude, at least I'm on there a few nights a week at least, 3 nights a week, 3 or 4 nights a week. I'm loving this. I'm just having a blast. It's been just a great time, and there's just so much funny stuff that happens. It's funny, man. It's a fun game.
Do you PC players know if any of the studios are going to be doing any E3 broadcasts? Like Xbox has a complete broadcast starting Sunday night on all their big announcements. Does the PC gaming companies do the same thing or no?
Yeah,
You just find out after the fact.
No, they do. They have conferences, and And E3 is going to be big. I'm sure there'll be tons of stuff. I really just find out from like listening to like podcasts and things like that. Like I don't pay attention like minute by minute, but I'll find out like a little bit later.
Yep, the Microsoft store down here, they're doing a huge party. I'll be over there tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
See,
it's gonna
that's
be a
rad.
blast.
Yeah, that's
And
something I
giveaways.
would go to. Yeah.
And a contest for, I forgot the driving game, their main one.
Forza.
Forza.
Yep, they're having a
Yep.
contest with that and giveaways.
Cool. That's fun. If you get your hands on the game, turn around, spend the $20 and buy the Hot Wheels pack. It's freaking amazing.
Sweet.
I am back
And-
from my bio break.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Haven't heard that term in a long time.
I thought I'd clean up a little bit. I said, enough expletives in the beginning of the show, so I'm gonna clean up and say bio break.
Nope, you mentioned
I
all
think
the...
it's Would You Rather now.
We are
Yep.
on to
Are you calling Chuck Norris a liar?
Would You Rather?
Oh, it's a humdinger.
Oh, wow.
Would you rather?
Holy what?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that would be so weird. No, let's not go there.
Why did I ask this?
Oh my
Would you
goodness,
rather?
no.
Would you
stop.
rather? Would you rather?
So, what is it? Emma Tai had one on Twitch chat.
What was that? Get it.
So, would you rather have an elephant or a giant eagle as a pet? Fully tamed, of course.
Mm.
Giant eagle, 100%. Giant eagle. I've always fantasized about having a freaking eagle as a pet anyway, so I'm doing.
Are we
eagle.
talking like carry weight here? This thing able to pack you around, or
Oh god.
because I got really no use for an elephant. Like that thing's just gonna eat a
Exactly,
ton of
like-
shit.
It's just
But
wonder
it-
what kind of maintenance you'd have to do for an elephant.
Right, but I mean, like if this eagle can fly out and like bring back deer and crap,
Deer?
Be
What eagle
amazing.
do you see carrying a deer?
she
Come
said
on.
a giant eagle. Have
Come
you ever
on.
seen those videos
Yeah.
of like the golden eagles
He
killing
did say
like mountain
giant
goats?
eagle. He did
Carrying
say giant
a freaking
eagle.
deer?
He said giant
So-
eagle.
I'm googling this shit.
No, I don't think
So-
it's a real. I think he's a giant. I'm thinking just a super large eagle.
I'm thinking
Well,
the
okay.
Last Guardian style.
Well, I'm still
Well,
not letting you PM my
dog
Google
eagle.
parade. I'm still
Well,
googling
like
it.
the Lord of the Rings eagles, right? Like those things.
I'm thinking RG sized eagle. Like that's what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking I
Okay.
could ride this shit to work.
Now they're saying golden eagle, not a giant.
Okay, go.
Well,
Oh,
even golden
I'm a-
eagles can.
but still, I'm
can-
taking a
Have you
golden
seen
eagle.
videos of that?
I'm
that,
a
that crap?
says
Like,
meant golden,
these-
not giant.
like a golden eagle, those things like they hunt mountain goats, and the way they do it is they fly down when the mountain goats are on a cliff, grab them, and drop them off the cliff. Those things they're still massive, and they're amazing. But I'm still going with the eagle.
I would have to go with eagle too. SeaWorld, I would get paid big bucks to have an eagle. That's what they use for my
Oh
job.
yeah.
I'm just
Just
thinking
For
of,
pest control.
I'm
Just imagine you're like walking down the street, right? And your eagle's flying around, you're letting it wander around, and someone tries to rob you. And then an eagle swoops down and just like claws at their face. That would just be priceless. That would be a priceless moment.
I'm pretty sure you're the one gonna end up in jail in that scenario.
I'd be like, I know that eagle. I'm a fucking eagle. Like, who has a pet
Wild.
eagle?
What
Right.
are you talking about?
Who has a pet eagle? Like, you can't tame an eagle. What the hell's wrong with you?
So is everybody not realizing the fact that elephants take big, huge dumps and eagles don't? Like, I totally would take an eagle just because I don't want to clean up after the
that's-
elephant.
Exactly. Ain't got time for that.
Exactly. I'm like, no, no. I don't know if I have enough enemies that I would want to package up my elephant dung and deliver it to their doorsteps instead of
Oh
on
my
fire.
god. Yeah, no, that might be worth it though.
I know, maybe.
Like get
Maybe.
giant potato sacks or something,
And
and
just,
just have
like,
the elephant
disperse-
poop into those.
I've totally, like, when I quit a job before, put Limburger cheese inside of Ziploc bags and slipped them behind, like, file cabinets and poked holes in the Ziploc bags so that the aroma would, like, last a long time. I've done that.
God.
But I've not done elephant fecal matter. That's a whole different...
What?
That's a whole different ballgame. I haven't done that yet, so... It might
You
be.
need a shovel for that shit.
I know,
Like a
right?
bob-
I'm
like a
more...
bucket
like
I'm
Bobcat.
into being inconspicuous, not being like... So, there's Esme... No, Bobbert parentheses Esme rolling in with like a freaking wheelbarrow full of elephant shit and just like discreetly planting it in random places. Like, you can't do that. So I think eagle. I'm rolling with an eagle. I'm rolling with the eagle. Who else is giving their 2 cents?
I do the eagle. There's no way I want an elephant running around.
I'd take an eagle too.
So is that all of us?
Yeah, straight
Doing
across the
asleep.
board.
Okay, we're all doing eagles, Emma-Tay. Thank you. See, she said organic farmers. That's right. That's right. So if you're a farmer and you want some extra dung, you might think
There you go.
about subscribing to the elephant.
Oh,
So
if you're a
Badger's
farmer,
not here.
no, if you're a farmer, there's tons of uses for an elephant. You could use its feces as fertilizer and whatnot, but it could also like pull stuff and pull fucking big barrels and wagons around and shit, or a plow. Probably pull a plow around. I'm sure there's like tons of stuff you could do. You could use an elephant for on a farm.
it's so funny. I posted a link in our Twitch chat of an actual eagle attacking a deer.
Told you it was a thing.
It's like a little baby. It's like a freaking fawn. It's not a full-grown deer. But, oh man, one R said, my wife looks back at me every 20 minutes. I just need to repair my suit. Then you can play. He said, I love her so much. That's
In Alaska, you gotta be careful. Like they'll swoop down and they'll like take a baby.
I imagine. Oh my god. Oh god, this is so silly. So I did put that in Twitch. I guess I could add it to our show notes. I guess it's a thing. I had no idea. But Goon, you had a would you rather for us? It says a bunch of question marks. Are you awake? That's my question mark.
Yeah, he didn't pick an eagle or anything.
Oh, he might be sleeping right now. You know, Goon. He's our narcoleptic host. All right, Fo, what's your would you rather? You have your name there. What do you have for us this week?
What? Who put my name there? I
It
never
says
put my name
Fo. I don't know, dude. It says Fo.
there. Wow.
I'll
Would you
go.
rather
Oh, you got one.
have-
You got one.
Would you rather have a full body wax from head to toe? Like just all your body hair and hair on your head, eyebrows, everything waxed off. Or slide down a slipping slide that's wet with pee and has feces in the bottom of the pool.
Oh my god, so we're going with no eyebrows or slipping down fecal matter one time?
Yes.
Oh.
Waxed off. I'm not talking about, it's waxed off and slipping down the slipping slide.
But we could pencil in our shit. That's what you're saying.
Huh?
We could, take an eyebrow pencil and draw our eyebrows on until they grow back, right?
You
Instead
could
of
cholo
No.
it, sure.
Absolutely
You could
not.
totally
down-
cholo it.
I want to be called cue ball.
Instead
You
of
could cholo it.
sliding down a slide with fecal matter.
You could cholo it.
I'm
sure.
choloing it then. Because I don't want to slide down a fecal matter slide. I will take the 2 weeks or whatever it takes to get my shit back in order.
Hey, and everything else
Well,
is a
it's
free
probably gonna
wax
take
job,
you
right?
longer than 2 weeks to get your
Dude,
hair
it's a
back on your
trend right
head.
now. I'll just blend in with my big old fake ass eyebrows. It'll be like it's nobody's deal.
What about the
Chicks
hair
do
on your
it-
head?
Chicks do it every
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
It's
that's-
every hair. There's wigs.
Yes,
Yeah.
all your hair. Oh yeah, true. There is wigs.
I watch the talk every day. I see their amazing hairstyles. I know it's not all real. I will take their wigs, I will draw on my shit, and I will not have to slide on the slide with your Taco Bell.
I didn't say it was mine.
It's yours. Sorry about your luck, but apparently
If that's
we're
your
all-
fantasy, that's fine.
Go away! No, not an option. Ew! You had to take it there. You had to take it there. Ugh. Nasty.
As much hair as I have, I'll still get
Ugh.
it waxed.
So what was that? Say a little louder, promo.
I said, as much hair as I have, I'll definitely go for the wax. I still can't fathom going down a slide.
Mm-mm,
Like
no.
that.
A slip and slide.
You had to pick the corn off from you. Everything.
Ugh.
It's horrible. It's disgusting.
And as a kicker, the guy who's filled the pool, he's sitting there still doing it. You got to go under his legs. You got to pass.
Oh
You
my
gotta
god.
I don't think
whip
you
under
need
his
to make
legs.
that side of the would you rather like
Worse?
more- Yeah, no,
Like,
I'm not sure that's necessary.
We have to ask Emma, why are you not on the show, girl? Like, why are you not? Like, check this out. Look at the picture she just put in the Twitch chat. It's hilarious. Oh my god. Oh, it's funny. I put it in our show notes so you guys don't have to feel left out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too funny.
You just draw your hair on.
It's like it's
Like a
hilarious.
Sharpie drawing their hair on. Eyebrows.
Love it. Love it. All right. That's so funny. Thank you.
Loving it.
Thank you for that. All right. So we who chose sliding down the slide? Say slide.
Now, here's the thing.
Oh, now we're modding it, ladies and gentlemen. Now
Good
there's a
luck with
mod.
your crickets because I'm going to wake them up.
Damn it.
Not a mod, but you want to know how painful it's going to be to have all your body hair waxed? It's going to be like a 2-hour process of just utter pain for like 2 hours straight. So I might just take the 30-second slide, dip in, and then as soon as I come out, jump in the
Dude,
shower.
you'll start vomiting. Like, before you can even get out, you'll be vomiting. And, like... Oh.
Even though I'd vomit the whole way down, and then whatever, it's done in like
You wouldn't be
literally
able to
30
control
seconds.
yourself. No. Listen,
No, and I don't think like the waxing is going to be any worse than tattoos. You know,
As-
like
Oh, I think yeah, it is gonna be worse than tattoos, dude.
no,
Dude, do
because it'll
yourself
be
a
quick.
favor. Just go to your nut hair and just rip out a handful of it right now, and tell me
waxing is a
a
little-
tattoo is more painful than
Well,
that.
this
It's
is
not.
the difference because waxing is done in a moment where tattoos are not done in a moment. Like waxing is literally ripping out the band-aid, suffering the after effects, and then exhaling. Where a
I know.
tattoo is a prolonged process. It's
They
different.
actually
It's
do that?
different.
This is gonna be a prolonged process.
Do they
All your
wax
body hair. Think
testicles?
about it.
That I'm not sure that would work.
Think about it.
All
Lay
of your
down.
body hair.
Lay down. They're gonna put the wax. They're gonna start from from your feet up. They're gonna do your leg hair first. That's gonna take like a half hour just to get
See?
all your leg hair.
Freaking Omen.
Then you're gonna come up and you're gonna hit the private areas.
Dude,
That's gonna take another 20 minutes. Then you gotta do your chest. Then you gotta do your back. Then you gotta do your arms. You gotta do your face, and then your head, dude.
Don't
What the hell
forget
does
the
that fucking
taint.
hurt?
Omen
The
has
taint.
this beat. Freaking.
You can't forget the taint.
Oh, the taint. Oh my god.
I'm curious if there's any fringe benefits of that. You know, during like
The taint, or
Cleanup.
as they like to call it, the in between.
Oh.
Correct.
listen, as a parent who had to
The
root
land
through-
bridge.
had to root through human
Exactly.
fecal matter to find
The
a
land
penny
bridge.
for the last couple
Grundle.
days. It's, believe me, no way, I would never. I nearly vomited just Just trying to take care of what I needed to do.
That's because you're a
For my
weak
son.
I
ass.
have personally
Yeah, I guess
done the
so.
body waxing though, because I went to cosmetology school. That was my thing. I personally done the body waxing, and I didn't think it was that thing. I think I don't have a tattoo on me. I have a desire to have a tattoo, but I don't have the ability to decide on something. So I've yet not to have. So I think still body waxing would be easier than a tattoo, because I think if you get all black ink, it's more painful from what I understand. And it depends on location with tattoos. So I think that's...
Yeah, on top of bone sucks and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then, but like, you're talking about like when you black out something, it's not necessarily the color black, but when you go solid in one specific area, you get a lot of swelling and stuff like that for a while afterwards if there's no skin that's not colored in a certain area. I'm not sure that all mine are black, but I'm not sure that I'm not sure that colored ones are any less painful.
See, I like Emité's mod. I'm gonna wear a snorkel and a freaking dive mask and hit that slide.
I don't know. I think old man 1R has a mod of his own. He said he's part Native American, so he has very little body hair. So obviously he's signing up for waxing, you know?
Still gonna
Because he said, oh snap, you know, we can wear a snorkel. Yeah. He said the pee-pee slide could potentially get in your mouth or eyes or anywhere.
Yeah.
No way.
Exactly.
You got
Not if you're wearing a snorkel
the
mask.
splash effect.
Potentially,
nasty.
it's
You're not allowed to wear it.
No modding.
No
I don't know.
I didn't say no modding on this one.
I think Emma can mod all she wants.
Why? Because she's a girl?
No, everybody else mods.
If
I
she
was
was a
thinking
guy,
else
she would
mods.
be able to mod.
Everybody else mods, so Emma can mod. So suck it. Anyways, moving on. We're moving on. When you're done, no. All right, my would you rather is: would you rather go through life with a cold sore on your mouth 24/7 for the rest of your life, or go through life with a booger hanging from your nose 24/7 for the rest of your life? Would you rather have a booger just chilling, hanging out, visible in your nostril, left or right, there forever, never can leave, or a cold sore?
I'm going booger.
Booger?
Yeah, booger.
Really?
All right.
A
I'll be
booger?
like, because exactly what he just said. It's like everyone's gonna think like that's like the herp alert. Like that's
Yeah,
like
you
they're gonna
just
be like
got
herpes. Everyone's gonna want to drink out of your cup. They're gonna like want to shake your hand. It's ridiculous. I can't. I don't know a ballistic guy.
When you've got the booger, you're just gross. You know, like when you got the herpes, it's like questionable.
So, this is my thought. So, I've never had a cold sore, and I don't walk around with boogers in my nose. But I'm thinking a cold sore could have like a cover-up stick, like a foundation stick to kind of make it look skin color. Like, do cold sore, like, could you cover up?
Nah,
a cold
it's
sore
always
with,
gonna
like,
look a little. It's always gonna look like a little like
But a booger
you're trying
is
to
like,
cover up a cold
a
sore.
booger can never be covered up. Like, what would you do? Just
Here's the thing. Either way,
always
your
with a
sex
booger?
life. Either way, your sex life is gonna be way more challenging. Either way, you are kind of screwed. Either way, when it comes to that,
oh my god,
you know.
sorry.
But I'd rather
I
be
think
just
you mean
known as
not
the dude with a
I
booger in
am
my nose
cracking up over
Yeah,
Twitch
exactly.
right now.
than
We
herpy
have-
lip.
Sorry, I have to share this. Gunfire 369. Give me that booger. He says, I have turned down dating women that I really liked because they have cold sores. Sounds shallow, but I have never had a cold sore. And then, oh man, 1R followed up with, dude, I'm OCD with boogers. They are not welcome. So there's like two different perspectives. And then Gunfighter, with a booger, you always have something to pick. And then Emate said, unless you're married, then they gotta deal with it. So, I don't know.
Well, if you're married, then I'd rather them deal with a booger than a cold sore. It's not for at home. It's for when I'm out in the public. I'd rather people think, oh, look, he's a boogie in his nose than than blister lip.
So,
You know?
oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna take.
Like, what bad choach did he eat? You know?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you what? Oh my god. So we're gonna start from the bottom. Yogi, what's your choice
I'd go with Booger.
and why?
Yeah, no, nothing on my lips or nothing.
Like a booger 24/7.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay. It's all
You're
good.
good with that.
Hanging down low, swinging left
If you
and
pick
right.
it, does it grow back immediately?
It's just there no matter what. So it would be a Groundhog
pick
Day
it.
booger. Like you think
Can
you got
it-
rid of it, boop boop,
Then you have
it's back.
infinite ammo.
Can't
Like,
it be like
if
a
you don't
little
like
dried
somebody,
up one?
Why are we talking about grinding up booger? I was reading Twitch and then all of a sudden I heard like grinding up. Like, are we making boogers?
is it a
trees
dried
or-
up one?
Like
All
what?
dried up and nasty instead of slimy and hanging out your nose.
It's a booger.
I agree
man.
with Gunfighter, man. That's infinite ammo, dude. Just infinite, just finger flicking
can't.
goodness.
I can't do the booger. I have a thing like I blow my nose a lot because I can't stand anything inside my nose.
Look,
So
you're thinking maybe a
think-
cover-up stick or something?
I'd start wearing makeup and have.
I
the
know,
cold
like
sore
all you-
fucking.
They have little sticks of cover-up. You could just do a little dab, and it kind of looks like maybe you have like a little, like you could just say, "Oh, I have a pimple"
no,
or
he
something.
used to have herpes.
There's a general rule there is a rule in life. You have a blister anywhere on your lip or face, you have herpes. If you have any kind of white stain on your shirt, it's common. That's just the way it is. Bottom line.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You're so crazy. Yeah, Deck 705. What did I walk in on? Welcome back, Deck. Welcome back. So, Teddy. Are you
Booger.
Booger? Okay, now why? What's your reasoning?
Because I just don't think I would survive very long with a cold sore. I don't like pain. I've had canker sores on the inside from sugar and chocolate, and I hate that. So I can't imagine a cold sore. For a canker.
Okay. Yeah, alright. Hey, Goon, are you back? Are you still narcoleptic, passing out, snoring, drooling on your keyboard? Are you back in the show? Oh, Goonie! 54321. Alright, 886! What's your choice?
He got no herpes. You
So
go
you're
with that.
you're boogieing it all the way. Just
My only
forever.
question is, like, can you pick it? Because, you know, I
It's
just
just
want
gonna
to
come
see how
back.
the bottom of my car seat will just get covered. It'll be great.
It'd be like, yeah, it's like you will have a car seat
Start a
of
booger
boogers.
collection.
Yeah. It just
Ugh.
never goes away. 24/7 booger.
I
Can I
do it all
leave
for
them
the
in
boogie.
a bag outside Prometheus's house?
Yeah, of course.
All right,
I
we have
see
some.
it.
Oh well, okay. What was your thought? Because we're gonna hop to Twitch
No,
after
go
you.
for it. Go for it.
All right, we have Emma Tay. Can you take medicine? Well, first Deck said do the boogie. So Deck 705 is taking the boogie. Emma Tay said, "Can you take medicine for the cold sores that make them less visible or painful?" No, it's just you either have a cold sore and all of that is a cold sore, or a booger that never leaves and all of that is a booger. So one of those things. No, Emma Tay, you have to pick one. You cannot pick neither. One or the other, Emma Tay. Deck 705, I have a cold sore right on the side of my nose. Don't tell everybody here, because right now, nobody is a cold sore sympathizer. Nobody likes it.
I am. I
wait a
didn't-
minute. Promo is a
chose
cold
this,
sore sympathizer.
I can't do a booger in my nose
All
all
right,
the time.
so you are team
Because that's
promo,
the guy
Deck.
you want on your side.
Deck 705, you are team promo. Omen1R says, my wife hates me because I can't stand when my kids have boogers and I pick them out. I've only made one kid bleed accidentally. So, okay, so we have a team going. You're either hashtag, right now we'll do a hashtag thing. If you're on Twitter, do hashtag rated arc team booger or hashtag rated arc team
Team
cold
booger.
sore.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
Both of which you don't want to be on because they're horrible
Dude.
teammates.
Taking that out of context, It'll be the weirdest tweet ever.
Do it. No, Emate, you have to pick. You cannot do hashtag neither. You cannot.
They're choosing death.
Cannot meow your way out of this. You have to pick one or the other. We have promo, so you said booger. No, wait, you said cold sore.
A cold sore, yeah.
And full render, what was your choice?
I do it all for the boogie. The boogie.
Boogie.
The what?
So you can get your nookie.
I'm pretty
Shove it in
sure
your
we're all
boogie.
choosing cold sores
boogie.
and boogers over Limp Bizkit. Just saying.
Oh my god.
So you'd rather the cold sore and a boogie rather than listen to Limp Bizkit.
Oh my god. Okay. So okay, yeah. I'm thinking I was on the edge because I'm thinking I could totally cover up a cold sore with makeup. But then I think that having a booger in my nose, I could be like check valve circus, like it's here, it's gone. Like it's like I could make it like a booger puppet show almost. Like, hey, like gave it a name. Like I could make it funny. You can't really make a cold sore funny. You can make a booger funny. You could be like, do I got something in my face? Do I got something in my face? And like add to it. But I don't know that I could do that with a cold sore.
You could do it.
Oh, welcome back, Narcoleptic Goon. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just saying, if you ever want to take a sip of someone to drink ever again, you're gonna have to go Team Boogie.
I feel like I could check valve.
Sound like you were sawing wood.
I know, I was practicing check valving my booger. Like I would.
Ugh.
I'm here, I'm gone. I'm here, I'm gone. It's here, it's gone. Good. What would you rather have? Go through your whole life with a cold sore or go through your whole life with a booger hanging from your nose?
I would take some red marker and just put some
He's
red
asleep
marker
again.
on like a napkin and then like stuff it in my nose like I had a bloody nose, just covering the booger.
So wait. So Malorium says, I don't think it works that way. I'm pretty sure you're getting no nookie with a boogie. And then Dex 705 said, what's the size of the booger? And then Malorium said, it's visible. It's gonna have to be noticeable. And then Dex 705 said, cold sore, just say it's herpes and you don't have to worry about having to deal with all the lady man attention. And then Old Man said the booger would constantly be whistling. Yeah, it'd be like you're a one-man band.
That's another
one-man
bonus to
band
me. In my eyes, that's another positive.
Right, I agree.
That's a positive in the booger department.
Yeah, throw in some, like, carry some cymbals with you. You're like, you know.
All right,
you
let me
could be
ask
like
everyone
one-man
here,
booger
everyone in Twitter chat, okay? What if you had to sleep with one of those two people? Who would you sleep with? The booger face or the cold sore lips? So the boogie in the nose or the cold sore, you had to sleep with one of them.
Can you pinch their nose so you don't have
And
to...
be honest, you're just meeting these people. You don't know
Booger.
what kind of blister it is. You don't know what kind of booger it is. You
I
have
do
to
the
pick
mattress dance with a booger person before I would do something, a cold sore on the mouth. I would totally mattress dance with a booger. Full render, what's your choice?
I'm going booger.
Booger promo! Would you mattress
I'd
dance with
go
a
with the booger.
Oh, now you're team booger. No, you're team
No,
coleslaw. You get up on that coleslaw. I said coleslaw, right? Which is even more disgusting for some reason. I'm picturing this like someone with like coleslaw hanging off their face. That's what the blister looks like when it's leaking.
Bye. Yep. See you later.
Mine was just kicked all of a sudden.
Who got kicked? 86.
No, I didn't jump teams.
Oh, you jumped teams. You
chose-
just jumped teams.
I chose what I would want versus what I would sleep with. Yeah.
I would do the cold sore.
Goons up to that risky business.
Team Booger.
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 Boogie Oogie Woogie.
I was
Yeah, it's
just
the
gonna do
booger.
that.
Except for last Saturday.
And don't forget, June 23rd, get on our servers, meet and greet / base tours. It's going to be a blast.
All right.
You know what? I would want the booger
Beard
to
riders.
I would want the booger to change nostrils like every 30 seconds. That's to drive people mentally insane.
Extra, extra. Ch-ch-ch-ka-ka-ka.
Later, peeps.
Good night, folks.
Peace.
Good night.
Goodbye.
You stop recording.
Goes
Yeah.
out and comes back. Goes out and comes
Non-stop.
back.
On and
Well,
off.
like-
On and off.
There for a second, like I don't know, like it disconnected me and somebody else, right?
I got disconnected twice.
That's so stupid.
Hey, Esme, do they have? You must have Mixer on PC, yeah?
Have what?
It's called Mixer.
Never heard of it.
It's similar to Twitch. So basically, what's happened is Microsoft has bought this similar to Twitch service, but it's got a like 200 millisecond latency, so it's almost real time. Like you can play games with people real time, and we just got it to the Xbox. I've been messing with it. It's pretty slick. It's really easy to broadcast from the Xbox.
Eddie, I don't think anybody's gonna want to watch you fly around on a Quetz gathering metal.
No. I'm not.
I just fell asleep. I just fell asleep just even thinking about that.
But if it's their big thing is to deal with those connection issues because they've heard the complaints from Twitch, so I don't know what it's like on the PC. I don't know much about it other than what I've seen on the Xbox and what I've watched. And what I've watched has been clear. Like it's been amazing as far as latency and stuff.
All right,
That's
peeps.
cool.
Well, I'm out.
Good night, Yogi. So
Good night.
it's called Mixer.
Right, dude. I'll be right back.
Yep.
All right, Teddy,
Huh,
you got this
that's
stuff sorted.
interesting.
I'm gonna jump ship and try and sort this shit out before Casey
What
gets
happened?
us kicked out of an alliance.
Hang
Yeah.
on a minute. I know the first. I figured out when he was talking to me what two people he was talking about. Casey, but who's the other one? Casey and who? Who's she picking? on?
Oh, Orpheus, the Brit.
Yeah.
He's they go at it all the time.
God damn it. Fair enough. Good luck with that.